Yep.
All right. Sorry. All right. That's good. You good? Sissy. Okay. All right, ready? Let's get it. What's good? How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Quick intro. Just give me your name, where you from, and just give me your name and where you from, and what year, where'd you go to school and what year you graduated?
My name is Káena Farmer. Everybody calls me Sissy. I'm from Lake View Terrace, California, and I graduated from Hampton University in the class of 2020 and the class of 2021.
Awesome. Okay. So, just like being from LA and going to Hampton U, and like really, I feel like in a lot of situations in LA, being the only black person to do different things, and then now going into a HBCU, that transition, like obviously we can go on for days, but what did that do to your confidence? And can you answer that question by attending an HBCU?
Attending an HBCU.
Okay. Lock in. 3, 2, lock in.
Yeah, attending an HBCU truthfully changed my life. Going from LA, where there is actually not that many of us, and then just going into a university that you meet black people from everywhere, from the West Coast, the East Coast, the South, New York, the DMV, everything makes you realize how unique each culture is. And it's pretty cool because like you're able to learn a lot about different cultures just depending on like the region. So I would say that's pretty cool.
Love, and realizing, like maybe at first you didn't realize this in your life, but then when you went to HBCU, you realized, I'm not sure if you realized, but like how your confidence changed, how more sure you were of yourself. Like, did you start realizing like the misrepresentations that like you didn't even, like the microaggressions that you were living with your entire life? Like, how was that realizing, like, oh no, this is how you're supposed to be treated. This is how we really are. What was that moment realizing like, dang, like, we really not on the same playing field? And like, seeing people come together and really all working towards that next level, like, nah, we ready for it and we're here for it. So how was that fun?
So I would say, like, when I first went to Hampton, I went to Hampton on a track scholarship. So my experience, I feel like at first was a little different, especially being from the West Coast, not even knowing what an HBCU was. When I went on campus, I was just so surprised when I met my professors. Like, that was the first time I ever seen a black woman that was a professional woman that had a degree, had multiple degrees, had a doctorate, a Ph.D. And it really just inspired me and made me think, wow, I can really be whatever I want to be because these women are doing it, so why can't I do it? And it really was a game changer for me because I saw my professors do it. Like, I saw black women doing what I never thought could be done, so yeah.
So now we get into like how do you stay motivated and how do you keep going when like it seems unreachable? Like, there's so many doors that are shut for being a black woman. The statistics show, like, damn near, like, not only are you black, but you're a woman. Like, you don't gotta work twice as hard. You gotta work 3 times as hard.
Yeah.
So, like, how, knowing that day to day, like, no, it's okay, thank God. Hey, guys. God. It runs in the motherfucking family. So, y'all actually treat just like y'all.
Tweens! I'm joking.
For sure. Sorry. No, you're good.
No, it was from like Norbit, you know, when she goes, tweens! That's what I was saying. That's my movie. Yes. Sorry.
No, you're good. just knowing, like, waking up every single day, knowing you gotta work 3 times as hard as
Yeah.
the next person. Like, that word, like, black women deserve better. No, not even that yet. But, like, how do you know, like, how do you keep going? How do you still stay motivated, inspired when the world is against you?
Honestly, I'm just always inspired. Like, it's okay. I'm not tripping. As long as he's not tripping, I'm not tripping. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
You need a question? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like, how does it feel, like, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep going when you know you have to work 3 times as hard than anyone? Just being a black woman. Like, being a black woman, like, start discussion, being a black woman, knowing I have to work 3 times as harder as the next. So, start.
So being a black woman, knowing that I have to work 10 times harder, it's almost like innate in my blood. I feel like all of our ancestors that went through so much that it's like almost just a part of who we are, that we work 10 times harder. I mean, black women are the most educated group of people out there in the United States. We're the most people that are creating businesses. We're entrepreneurs. So it's like, it kind of like shows. So yes, we have to work 10 times harder, but we do work 10 times harder and we're 10 times better at what we do. So, I mean, we're the blueprint. So it doesn't really bug me on a day-to-day because once again, going to my HBCU and having all these black women professors, it just prepared us to be the it girl at all times, all of us. Right? It's the truth, though, right? It's the truth. People always want to make it seem, media always tries to make it seem like we're crazy when they look at BET and certain stuff, like us fighting and do that stuff, because they want to control what we look like. But like I said, we're the most educated group of people, but they don't want to see that. They want to make us have this stereotype of being angry and being this and that, when most black ladies are just that. We're ladies, and that's what we are. We're ladies that get things done.
Another row.
Right?
Let's go. Come on now, stop this. Okay. Now, that phrase, first off, even before we get into that last one, what do you do? Like, what's your job title? You are a student athlete now, post-student athlete.
Yeah.
Maturing to this adult, this woman that's this educated entrepreneur, business owner, nonprofit owner, my boss, I'm on her board, she's my boss, the nonprofit.
I'm not your boss, you're on the board, though.
I mean, you're still my boss, though. You selected me, you the founder.
I guess.
Okay.
Good point.
You feel me? But, like, all of these things you've done, like, can we just get a recap of, like, your day-to-day, like, what you do, and all the times that you hope?
Yeah, so my first job is I work for Accenture Song as a digital consultant and product manager. And then I also am a professor at Morehouse. And then I have a nonprofit called Wisdom Passage. And like Antoine said, Antoine is a big part of it. Antoine and I go literally way back, our families. And it's all, I guess it all just is surrounded by trying to be the best person you can be to help the next generation.
Now, everything you do is purposeful. You feel me? Since I know you, like, you've always had a heart that I think draws me to you. That I think I want to be around you. Like, real spill. Like, I think that's the character. Obviously, you know what I mean? Track star, beautiful woman, blase. But I think what I'm drawn to, and like what I love being around you, is because your heart and how much you love it. So like, just hearing that and just knowing that, like, everything you do is purposeful. Where now it's going down to your clothes. Like, you rocking a hoodie that says black women deserve better. So like, what does that mean to you, that phrase? And like, how good does it feel knowing that, you know, the owners in this company is changing the world?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was in high school talking with Antoine and designing socks for my high school, and just to see that he's making apparel now that says Black women deserve better, that basically says Sissy deserves better, that every single Black woman on this earth deserves better. It's just a testimony that if you continue to work hard, you continue to put other people first, and you continue to lead with community instead of self, that you can change the world. And wearing this shirt, Black women deserve better, I think it's just a staple of what everybody knows. And it's just demanding what everyone knows. You know, there's an elephant in the room that everyone knows what it is, and just demanding that we deserve better. It's awesome.
Facts. And then the last thing is like, you know, like who inspires you out of like everyone, like other than your family? Like who inspires you as a Black woman? Just because I want Black women to always uplift other Black women, because in society they want us to tear each other down. So I want to show through this campaign of how much love there is between sister to sister.
Yeah, I would say one woman that made a big difference in my life was my professor, Dr. Finley. Dr. Finley was my professor at Hampton, and she was also my advisor for my MBA. And she inspired me because me and her are very similar. We're both very nice, very loving, but we also are strict in a way where it's like we don't deal with stuff, but we'll love you. And Dr. Finley just always taught me to like always be who you are, always demand respect, but never let anybody change you, because as Black women, we're all uniquely made by God, and we're supposed to be who we are.
I need you to walk off camera right now. Just walk off camera. That shit was